What were you going to say?
I came across something that actually really piqued my interest, if that last thing didn't.
Yeah.
And I don't understand this, so I need you just to kind of hold my hand through this process because it doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me.
Great. I'm sure it'll make way more sense to me.
So and you will have a lot of questions because I did, and I haven't. I'll work through what I've got here, and then ask questions as you go. And I don't have the answers.
Great.
There's been a recent discovery of something that we call, or they call, the discoverer calls, the big ring on the sky.
The big ring on the sky.
The big ring on the sky. That's
what he called it. Whatever it is.
That's
what she called
name.
it.
It's a shit
whatever
name.
it is. That's what she's gone with.
Well, she actually discovered it's the big ring on the sky.
On the sky.
But this might actually help you because this is the second thing she's discovered. The first thing was the giant arc on the sky.
She's got two.
She's got two. This was two years ago she discovered the giant arc on the sky. And then just recently, as of this week, she's discovered the big ring on the sky. The big ring on the sky is 9.2. We're going to get into some space numbers now.
Yeah.
And this is why it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because it's hard to conceptualize these things. But 9.2 billion light years from Earth.
Oh, so it's a while away.
Oh, yeah. And it's got a diameter of 1.3 billion light years.
Yes.
And a circumference of 4 billion light years. Which doesn't make any sense to me because the diameter – sorry, of course that does make a lot of sense to me because pi – Okay. Or 2 pi r, yeah. Okay, so if apparently if you step outside, you can't see it you can't see it with your eyes.
Whose eyes can I see it with?
Well, they detected it using shit.
Yeah. Great.
And that's way too complicated. I was reading about this and they're detecting like photons. Photons just light. But anyway, I can read that to you, but that doesn't make any sense. So if you could stand outside and look up at it in the sky, which they've detected, it would be the size of 15 full moons. So it's 9.2 billion light years from Earth, but its diameter is that fucking big. That it would be the size of 15 full moons. And this is so it's called an ultra-large structure.
Yes.
It's the second ultra-large structure discovered by this PhD student at
got
the
university.
Arch one
and she got the big ring on the sky.
She's got them both. And she's a PhD student, which sort of freaks me out. She's pretty easy on the eyes, actually. She discovered by this woman at the University of Central Lancashire. Her name's Alexia Lopez.
Yep.
So she discovered this giant arc on the sky 2 years ago, and that's 3.3 billion light years across.
Yes, and that was the first megastructure ever found?
The first ultra-large structure that was detected. And freakishly, that these are actually very close together. They're described as being in the same cosmological neighborhood. Yeah. They're only 12 degrees apart on the sky, so 360 degrees is kind of like the whole 180 degrees I guess would be the whole sky, I'm guessing. So 12 degrees is a fraction of that, a very small fraction. So you could imagine in the night sky, you can sort of see them both in the general direction. If you could see them, that would both be quite close together. Yeah. And apparently there's no good explanations for this. This is where I need your explanation.
There's no good explanations for the megastructures?
No. Apparently the baryonic acoustic oscillations doesn't make any sense.
No.
The conformal cyclic cosmology.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
Not making any sense either. Holy shit.
And not even the cosmic strings theory makes any sense.
Holy shit. Well, I've got you, man. I think I've got a pretty good idea. We're talking about some Apophis level sort of species of aliens who created megastructures they're just base builders, and it's robots creating it, surely.
Robots creating robots?
Robots creating robots who are creating the mega base.
The mega base. Because what's weird is they're so close together that there is the possibility that these actually form one large structure, which is even more wild.
Yeah. But you're talking about something that's 4 billion. Is that what did you get that right?
9.2 billion light years from Earth.
No. How wide is it?
It's 1.3 billion light years diameter.
Diameter. So
and the arc is 3.3 billion light years across.
Billion.
These
are big things.
They are. So apparently cosmologists calculate the current theoretical size limit of structures in our universe. Don't know how they calculate that. Is 1.2 billion light years.
So they're already wrong.
Both these structures are larger than what people calculate as being the theoretical limit of size in the universe.
What does that mean?
This is being described as a cosmological mystery.
Can't you just have a big thing? If you're in space, can't you just be a big thing?
Apparently,
if we had a ball of shit in the middle of space and we just kept adding to it, we just had daily trips to add to the pile, it'd be okay.
That's what I think. But this is a quote. From current cosmological theories, we didn't think structures of this scale were possible. We could expect maybe one exceedingly large structure in all our observable universe, yet the Big Ring and the Giant Arc are two huge structures that are even cosmological neighbours, which is extraordinarily fascinating.
What are we dealing with here? So is this a Wikipedia page you're looking at?
This is an article that came out.
Can you pull up a Wikipedia for it, like copy paste the name of it?
Yeah.
And just see what the alternate theories are? Because this article's it's given us nothing. It's telling us that all the test results came back negative for making sense. But I don't really know what that means.
Do you want me to send you a Wikipedia article on the Big Ring or the Bling Ring?
Yeah, give us the big. Well, both now. I've got a general idea of what the Bling Ring is.
Okay, this is what Wikipedia says, and it's from just a week ago. The Big Ring is a ring-shaped, large-scale structure formed by galaxies and galaxy clusters with a diameter of 1.3 billion light years, located 9.2 billion light years away.
It just said it's formed by galaxies.
Yeah, I don't know. It is discovered in 2024 by Alexia Lopez, a PhD student at the University of Central Lancashire. In 2021, she discovered the Giant Arc, a similar structure located in the same region. Lopez has no theoretical model to account for the existence of the gigantic galactic formations, stating neither of these two ultra-large structures is easy to explain in our current understanding of the universe. That's the whole article.
Bloody hell. There's no info.
No, there's some links. That's it. The Bling Ring.
Yes.
Also known as Hollywood Hills Burglar Bunch.
Yes.
Was a group of 7 teenagers and young adults based in and around Calabasas, California, convicted of multiple thefts.
Oh. They got a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, they stole some stuff from much of the stolen property belongs to Paris Hilton. It was broken into several times.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm getting distracted. I mean, Alexia, I love your work.
Yes. But what the hell is this thing?
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. It sounds like just lots of galaxies, but she seems to be lumping them all together as one
superstructure.
And she makes the comment, the data we're looking at is so far away that it's taken half the universe's life to get to us. So from a time when the universe was about 1.8 times smaller. Yeah.
So it didn't happen recently, but it didn't happen that long ago.
Well, it happened a long time ago, but it's just taken a long time for the data to arrive.
I hate spaceship, man. Like, you know, I have a hard enough time just with space and time generally, but...
Okay, this is the last comment I'm going to make about it. The Big Ring appears as an almost perfect ring in the sky, but Alexia's further analysis reveals that it has more of a coil shape, like a corkscrew that is aligned face-on with Earth. The Giant Arc, which is approximately 1/15 of the radius of the observable universe, shows as an enormous, nearly symmetrical crescent of galaxies in the remote universe.
Interesting. But just me thinking logically here, as you get further away from the galactic, let's say the universe center, whatever that is. As you get further away from the center, surely it becomes more sparse, meaning the distance between two galaxies would be bigger, right? Because you're getting pushed apart from the middle, right? So the further we look towards the center, the more clusters we're going to find, right?
No.
No.
I know what you're saying. When I was reading the article,
they're closer together because there's not enough.
You know how I said that there's no good explanations, and one of them's the I think it's the conformal cyclic cosmological. She says the reason what happens is there's this idea that if you've seen there's this principle, I need to find it, that if you've seen like enough of the universe, there's nothing that's going to deviate radically from what you've already observed because it's somewhat uniform. You know, the idea that you've seen enough, this thing blows that out of the water in that it actually breaks the principle of uniformity because it's so radically different from our current understanding of the universe. Apparently, this is what the scientists are telling me, and I don't know. It sounds like Jesus to me.
Oh,
it's sounding a lot like Jesus.
What, the corkscrew?
You know, it's just bullshit.
What, the
like
scientists?
I can't independently verify this stuff. So as far as I'm concerned,
can't we just, and I know I do this all the time, but can't we just pop on some glasses and see this thing with the naked eye? Can't we just pop on some glasses? Can you pop on any glasses?
Apparently not. Oh, now that you've brought it up, I have to read to you how they detected it because it made me laugh. Okay, using the same method that led to the discovery of the giant arc, they observed the intervening magnesium-2 absorption systems backlit by quasars.
Yes.
Which are remote superluminous galaxies. These very distant, very bright quasars act like giant lamps shining a spotlight through a distant but much fainter intervening galaxies that otherwise would go unseen.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
And Alexia is presenting her findings.
I love it how they simplified it down to that makes them into little lamps.
Yeah.
They're like
giant lamps.
They're like
shining
little
a
lamps.
So she's presenting all this stuff at the 243rd meeting of the American Astronomical Society on Jan 10. So that's happened.
Thank God.
When was this article? So this article must have been, it says January 16, and she's presenting January 10. You think they would mention what happened? Was she booed off stage?
Yeah, likely.